Hey everybody, it's Ian ILP with Lighting Industry Talk. We are here at Illumus, which is Green Creative and ILP in Sanford, Florida. This place is amazing. We're going to talk to my buddy Torey Brewer. We're going to get a tour and check out everything that they have, and you're going to be impressed at the size of this facility. Stay tuned.
All right, hi everybody, I'm Torey Brewer, Director of Sales here at Illumus, and we're going to give you a tour through our space. As you can kind of see here, we're hosting an open house event so that we can tell the local community what we got going on here at our USA-made facility. All right, so come on, we'll give you a walkthrough. We'll start over in the warehouse space, but just to give you some stats, the facility itself is 188,000 square feet. Previously, occupants was 90,000 square feet. We doubled our square footage, but we quadrupled our rack space. We have 90,000 dedicated square feet to distribution, 90,000 dedicated to manufacturing. It all gets bent, pressed, and punched here at Illumus. Okay, so as we completely designed this one from the ground up, we quadrupled our rack space. We went from 2,500 pallet spaces to almost 9,000 pallet spaces. What that allowed us to do, which we didn't have at the old facility, which was just ILP, we now have Green Creative under this roof. It is a quarter mile end to end, the entire plant. We start with efficiencies right out the gate. Being that we designed it, we were able to put the racking a lot tighter and go a lot taller. Green Creative product is going to bring up the rear over there and kind of all the pre-packaged, because it's typically boxed in, boxed out goods. You know, your lamps, your downlights, track heads, cylinders. And then as we work our way down the rack space, you'll get into the completed goods for ILP, our high bays, vapor tights, floods, area lights, wall packs and such. And then you'll start to get into some of the component level stuff, all by design. Our assembly line is over here. We want to make sure our forklift drivers and part pullers are getting to the products they need quickest. So boards, drivers, sensors, cords are all going to be the closest to the assembly lines. Here at ILP Green Creative, every product gets made, picked by hand. As we go down one of the aisles, we're showcasing our EVT above our head right now. This is our kind of a low-cost leader for a high bay. Goes up to 60,000 lumens. We have narrow distribution in every shape and size, which is what we're using here. You can see this is a very, very tight aisleway, but once these fire on, once we go down here and they light up, you can see how much vertical foot candles and horizontal foot candles you get. Uniformity is key. We've got them mounted about 40 feet, 25 foot on center, and we're only using 5 per row. So ROI is big, right? If we can use less fixtures, we can save you money. So now that it's all lit up, because they're all based on motion sensors, you can take a look. I mean, racking this high, because this is how these buildings are being built now, extremely luminescent up and down the vertical foot candle. So for the forklift drivers, the part pullers, they're easily able to see the labeling on the boxes, so they can increase their efficiencies at grabbing the goods. Okay, so for those that don't know, ILP focuses in 3 segments. We've got our industrial segment, our outdoor segment, and our commercial segment. Here at ILP, our biggest claim to fame is our lead time. 3 week or better lead time is our standard operating procedure. Under promise, over deliver, 3 weeks or better. So quality is a big issue for us. I mentioned it. Everything gets hand picked and pulled. You have a hand traveler that's gonna go pick your boards and drivers. That's where the quality process starts. We wanna make sure we got all the components we need to build your product the first time. This will give you a good overview of kind of all the machinery you have. Everything you see along this wall is going to be our turrets. They're the ones that punch the metal. Everything will come kind of standard as this pre-painted flat aluminum or steel. It'll go into the machine. The engineers will develop a program for the CNC that will tell the ball bearing turret where to put the holes. And then we actually just took ownership of a laser turret, but basically give you a look. Once it goes into flat sheet, it then comes out with this. This gives us all our access points for battery backups and drivers, gives you your knockouts for mounting or cording, but it's still flat. So then we got to take it over to the press brake. We have all the toolings that you use to feed the machine. We've got 8-foot machines, 4-foot machines, but this is what gives it the curves. right? This is a gear tray for a strip panel. The strip bodies are over there. This is gonna sit right in there. Boards are gonna go on here. Driver's gonna go on the back, and you can see the little notches for the lens to clip into. If you look at this back staging wall, this is also where quality control comes into play. Every color-coded piece of paper represents a day. And so basically the parts will get pulled, they'll go stage them over there, the sheet metal will get punched, it'll be staged over there. Then when the line is ready for it, the floor manager will come and bring it to the assembly line. ILP configures a lot of product. Product changes shape when we start adding sensors, battery backups. It changes height, changes width. I need a box for every single one of those shapes. This machine allows us to cut 1, cut 1,000, exactly to specification. So if I take a high bay that now has a 4-inch sensor on the end, I can't use that same box. I gotta create a new box. But now I can make sure that it's exactly to the dimension, so there's not a lot of moving around. It also reduces a lot of waste and frees up a lot of pallet space. It's clutch.
Hello and welcome to Slang of the Day. Today's slang word is clutch.
We've got a welding station. We don't do a lot of welding, but if we're doing anything for some outdoor bracketry, we have the capabilities to do it. Above our heads in here is our premium high bay. This is our EDV, our Endeavor. These are 60,000 lumen high bays, again, mounted about 40 feet. We went a little overboard. Like I said, we have 3 segments of business. We have our industrial, commercial, and outdoor. We design our assembly lines in those forms or fashions as well. We have an industrial section, commercial section, and an outdoor section. So these assemblers are absolutely the best at what they do because they're doing it over and over and over again. But that's not just necessarily the story. That's the easy, you're running 100 or something, just run it down the line. What we do here at ILP is a lot of onesie twosie stuff. We have a small partial area over there that our most tenured employees are stationed because they know the ins and outs of so many different wiring diagrams, schematics, battery backups, sensors. They may see 15 to 16 products in a shift. Once it all gets assembled, some other upgrades that you'll see, all these blue lines that you see running through the facility is all compressed air. At everyone's fingertips, right in the eye level, you'll have your rivets and your screwdrivers, guns, and everything like that, all powered by air. What we've also outfitted every station with is a computer monitor. Now we can pull it up on a digital version of it. We can do some quality checking there, some diagnostic checking there, all at their fingertips. What you'll also see at each station is this color system, no different than what you see at a big box store or Walmart. Basically indicates where there might need to be some assistance from a floor manager. We right now have about 16 state-of-the-art assembly lines, and we are just scratching the surface on what they're able to do. So we have the capacity to double our efforts as of tomorrow if we needed to. Don't want to waste your time doing all this hard work and then send it out the door inadequately and it gets damaged on the way to your job site. So we can do this in a couple different forms or fashion. You've got your individual packaging. Obviously if it came into a box, we can put it back in that box. I alluded to the fact that it can change its shape, so we might need to make another box. One thing I do want to highlight are the stickers as well. This is a good way for us to control the job site and make sure things don't get lost. This is completely customizable. You see where it says Type D? That is by the customer. They told us they wanted these fixtures to say Type D. The other way to package is project packaging, which we use what we call Gaylord boxes. It's just a big 4x4 box that you see right here, where we just stack the fixtures in, provide dividers and cushioning, box them up, never go too high, corner board them, strap them, shrink wrap them, do not stack cone on top and send them out the door. The benefit to this, if we're doing a project, is waste. We put 2 stickers get printed. One goes on the box so you know exactly what's in it and where it should go. One is also on the fixture. It's one of our engineers. We have 16 on staff here. This is our engineering lab. This is a huge resource for us. This allows us to get a lot of things done in a short period of time, whether it's confirming a dimming capability, whether it's checking failure for quality control, whether it's R&Ding new product. We have a Goto photometer in the back. We can close that black curtain, turn a fixture on, give all of our measurements, our light levels. What this allows us to do is bypass third-party testing. Employee retention is key as well. Older place, unair conditioned. You don't know it because you're on camera right now, but this is an air conditioned space for our assemblers. In the middle of summer in Florida can get a little unbearable. This is where a lot of the magic can happen. This is what we call Illumus U, or our Innovation Center. It allows us to display all of our products so that we can get hands-on with our contractors, distributors, agents, specifiers. You'll see we have all of our green creative products shown here, whether it's lamps, cylinders, downlights, more downlights, decorative filaments, track heads, all here. So whether we're showing off a performance, whether it's a CCT Select, Lumen Select style, multi-fit type piece, whether it's how easy the downlights are to install, we can pop these things down, and get right hands-on with the product. We slide down a little bit further, and then we've got our commercial segment from ILP, where you're gonna see all our linear products, from our Discovery strip to our SSVS strips to our wraps and our stairwells to our center baskets. Our NV collection is something that's new, basically powered by our backlit flat panel, but all different ways to illuminate a 2x2, 2x4, 1x4, whether you're adding color, adding shape, sizes, or changing the depth. Over to our outdoor space and our industrial space. So we've got the high base turned off for good reason. It's extremely bright in here, but we have everything from our wall packs, open face, slim wall packs, our brand new Skyline wall pack series that we just launched. This is going to be a big one for us. To our outdoor rated up-down cylinders, also brand new to ILP. Really excited about that. Parking garage UFO products, round high bays, vapor tights. And we even brought outside inside with our area lights. Everything in the space is now being powered by our Neuro Air system. Neuro Air is a proprietary control system that we've launched here. It comes in a number of different shapes and sizes, so we won't get too much into it. So whether you need a ceiling tile mount, or you need a wet rated outdoor, or an integral, or a power pack, we have your wall switching as well, all powered by a mesh system Bluetooth. I appreciate you guys taking the time. Again, this is Torey Brewer, Director of Sales for Illumus, and this is Illumus U.
This place is amazing. I want to thank them for the hospitality. It's a beautiful facility. They have beautiful products. And quite honestly, I live about 20 miles down the road. I had no idea. I will link everything down in the comments as far as all their websites. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for everything, and don't forget, get lit.
Woo! Encore!